Welcome to our Nha in Ho Chi Minh City. Welcome in. Let me give you a tour. This is actually a hostel that we've rented out. As you can see here, I was sitting there at the front desk receiving many of our lovely guests, but the guests are just us because we rented out the whole thing. On the first floor here, we have a nice little bathroom. I think it's usually for the staff. No one has used it yet. Nice little kitchen area. I think this is where people can congregate and eat if they're hanging out. We haven't really been hanging out in the common areas, mainly in our rooms, and just enjoying the city since we're only here for really 2 days. This unit actually has 4 floors, I believe, and there are about 2 rooms on each floor except for the top one, and we'll get to that. I like to call this a little bit of a Dr. Seuss hostel, you know. You got the yellow room, blue room, followed with that pattern all the way up to the gray room. This first room right here, a lot of them are really similar on how they're aligned. So got nice patties out there, view of the buildings across, and then a wet bath, as we see in many of these hostels and Airbnbs that we've been staying in. We go across the hall. We got a blue room over here. Shower looks nicer. Pretty interesting setup. I wonder how they rent out the individual rooms. They might charge based on, you know, the nice bathrooms that you might get. One thing I did want to point out though, we actually have these lock boxes on each side, and they're actually for when they're renting out the rooms individually, I think. But you actually have to put in the key from here into a little slot in order to turn on the AC right here. So this allows me to turn on the AC. Very interesting setup. Makes sense, especially when you're doing individual rooms, but it's pretty interesting when you know, you're doing like an entire hostel or staying in the entire building to have individual keys for each room. Now coming on up, this would technically, I guess, be the 3rd floor. What throws me off is these numbers on the doors. You actually have like 101 downstairs, 202 up here. But we have another yellow room with another gorgeous background. Not really sure where that is. Just got folks cocooning up in here. Very similar bathroom, as you can see, as the other floor downstairs. And we got another blue room, or whatever color you like to call this. A little sparkle of Anthony. We got a blue toilet as well. You know, I gotta go with some sort of theme, right? Heading on up to the next floor. Similar to our last place in Da Nang, it gets pretty warm the higher up you go. And so up here, whew, sweating. This is 301. We got a little bit of a gray room with a nice aesthetic. Another cocooned individual. Actually, this is new. I haven't seen this door to the outside, to a small little balcony. Private balcony out here where we can see the guy across the street. I think he works in security. Security! Okay, let's make sure we don't call him. And then across the way, we have a gorgeous little balcony. We're hang drying some clothes out here. We got the washer going, and we actually don't have AC pumping out hot air, so it feels pretty nice out here. Now, I know normally I like to say one of the rooms has some magic, but honestly, this view is pretty magical. Take it in. Thanks for stopping by.